Hello, it's Jane Frankland and I'm here to talk to you about videoing and why it is really useful for you to start incorporating into your business. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview and then I'm going to run through 3 top tips for you. Video is the missing piece of the online jigsaw, and it is brilliant because it allows us to add a personal touch to all of our communications, whether that's on our websites, in our sales letters, or even in our emails. And it really does bridge the gap between technology and your business. It allows us to get to know the person who we're interacting with. And most of us actually like to interact with people who we can either relate to or who inspire us. And once we gain someone's trust, then, the rule of thumb is that sales will follow. So tip number 1 is actually to know your objective from the start. So is it to get people to your website? Is it to aid a sale? Is it to increase your rankings, SEO and traffic? Is it to develop a relationship? Is it to position yourself as an expert? And a good way to do that is definitely through interviews. So think about it right at the very start. Tip number 2 is about branding. So whilst the internet is extremely forgiving, always be aware that video is just another extension of your brand. Now, your video doesn't have to be of film, studio, Hollywood quality, but it does need to be fit for purpose, and I would always encourage you to make it professional. If it is too studio-like, actually sometimes it can be really damaging for your brand, because you come across as being, corporate, you come across as maybe being untrustworthy because you're just too polished. So always remember to think about it when you're blogging and make it fit for your marketing objectives. Tip number 3 is all about tools. So obviously the first thing that you need to start off with is a camera. Now I use my iPhone, and if you are going to use it, make sure you use it horizontally. Otherwise I use my iMovie, and if you don't have a MacBook, then I'm sure you can use the filming system from another laptop. If you don't have those, then you can always use your camera, but make sure it's HD ready, and also use a tripod with it, because there's nothing worse than actually having camera wobble. Well, in fact there is, and in my opinion the thing that is worse than camera wobble is actually noise, and it's background noise, and that's one of the reasons why I always encourage people to film indoors unless they have proper sound equipment. So traffic, birds tweeting, as lovely as those birds are, they're really off-putting. So try and, pick a suitable place that is as quiet as possible from background noise. Lighting, background and shadows, be aware of those too. And if at all possible, use natural lighting, unless you have equipment, such as light boxes and light bouncers and things like that. So background, I actually like a white background, a plain background, although I never tend to have it, but I feel that the focus then is on you and what you're saying. Make sure that the sun isn't, beaming into your face, and that the shadows aren't dropping in all the wrong places. That kind of brings me on to your frame. Make sure that you have the right angle, so double chins, no, chins like that. Make sure you get the right angle for your film, and often it's really useful to have someone who can help you do that. Frame is from your head to your waist, and in terms of your scripting, it kind of leads me on to talk about that. Actually, before I'm going to do that, I'm going to talk about posture. So it's an important factor. Make sure that you are sitting up straight. I feel like a school teacher, but sit up straight. You're going to get much more energy from doing that, and you're going to come across as much more professional and also confident. So have the energy there and use it. So sit up straight, guys. It kind of leads me on to script and how you need to speak to the camera. It is very different to how you will communicate, say, in a workshop or a live presentation, if you've ever done those before. You need to look straight into the camera. You need to smile a lot. Everybody likes a smile. You need to go over your script if possible. So know it, or otherwise use an auto cue or a prompter. Now I don't tend to do that, and I'm sure I could practice my script an awful lot better, but there are some really good prompters out there. One that I have tried using, and I know a lot of people who do use it, is www.cueprompter.com. What else can I say? Wardrobe. Wardrobe is really important too, because you want to be coming across as being professional. If at all possible, incorporate your branding colors into it. It's just a really nice, consistent message. So if you notice in my videos, I tend to use lots of reds, lots of bright pinks, blacks, whites. Avoid neons because so few people look good in them, and avoid avoid very busy patterns too. I think that brings me on to the end of what I'm going to say, which is all about editing and uploading. So editing, I use iMovie, and there are some really simple tutorials on YouTube. Otherwise, you can use things like Camtasia and ScreenFlow. They're really good, and Sony Vegas. Otherwise, go on Google, because things are coming out all the time. Really good technology out there. In terms of uploading, some would argue that there's nowhere else than YouTube these days, but it's entirely up to you. There are other places such as Viddler and Vimeo, so just make sure that you're uploading to a place that is appropriate for your marketing objectives. I think that's it. If I've missed anything out, I'm really sorry, but it will be in the blog post, the written format, so please go and check that out. Please take action now. Don't be afraid of using video in your messaging. It's really important. It will help you in so many ways. I wish you all the best with it. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, on Facebook. Tweet about it on Twitter, and add anything, on my website. If you found me there, leave a comment. I really do appreciate those, and I look at every single one. All the best with it, get going on it, and I will speak to you in another post. Thanks, bye.